Okay. So settings. Okay. In a global settings, you're going to do it. So manage Jenkins. Go to manage Jenkins. Again, system configuration. Configure system. So now you change that message, system message. You can say, welcome to Jenkins. Okay. This, save this. Okay. This you can change it. So now I want to run a Jenkins job with Ant, Maven, all these things. So, but my Jenkins doesn't know where is Ant, where is my Maven, where is my Java. Okay. All these things Jenkins doesn't know. If you want to configure that, you have to go to again manage Jenkins, configure system. So any global settings and paths can be configured here. Okay. Now, so there is something called executors too. Okay, what does this mean? So if you want to run parallelly two jobs, then we can mention this executors too. Okay, depending on your Jenkins system configuration, how much RAM you have, how much GB of disk space you have, based on that, you can increase this executors. Okay. If you doesn't know any options, what is this, then you can have a question mark. You have that question mark right side. For each and every option, there is a question mark. So if you click on that, you'll come to know what is this option, and it will give a description. Okay. Fine. Click on that question. For each option, so it will be there. So if you are not able to understand any option, you can check that. Okay. So now scroll down. So now I want to give an option of I have to configure JDK. See, there is an option JDK and Maven. So I should tell my system Jenkins so that where is my JDK, because Jenkins is not okay smart enough to do it itself everything. First you have to configure everything. Once you configure everything, then you can run the jobs. Okay. So this is a system configuration. Now I have to say where is my JDK. Okay. Click on add JDK. Install automatically. Uncheck this. Okay. So now I have to give some name for this JDK. You can say my JDK. Okay. So Java underscore Rome, you have set already the path. Go to the system variable, copy that path and put it over here. Wait. Yeah, right click on this PC. Right click on this PC. Hmm. Environment variable. Just check for Java underscore home. Edit, edit. Copy this path variable value. Put it over there in Jenkins. Okay. So this is for Java. In the same way, I have to add ant also. I should tell my Jenkins where is my ant. Click on add ant. No, JDK is finished. No. We are running again. Just say delete. Okay. You say my underscore ant. Yes, uncheck that. Okay, you know ant underscore home. Just give that path. Okay, the same way add many. Okay, so now I have configured the system configuration global path settings for my JDK Ant and Mavi. So my now my Jenkins knows, oh, here is my JDK, here is my Ant, here is my Mavi. Okay, so it will take this configuration. Okay, save and apply. Okay, fine. So now I want to create a job for running and build. But before running and build, first I have to commit that to the SVN. Okay, go and commit that and example build folder everything to SVN. Go to SVN. You have something SVN India, SVN US, something like that. Open that. Go to trunk. So you have done something and build, right? Go to that and build and practice. Open another window. Open another window. Yeah, go inside that. Ant example. Go inside this ant example. Go back. Ant example. Go inside ant example. Okay. Now copy all this. Control all. Control C. Okay. Now come to the trunk. Create a folder here. Sample ant or whatever you want and build. Go inside this folder. Just paste whatever you copied and remove that distant build folder that is not required. Okay. Now go back. So I'm going to add this entire folder. Just say right click, Tata SSPN, add. Now just commit it. Okay. Say okay. Just say okay. So now added and commit it. Commit is also done now. You give me a message. Okay. And build. Okay. Say okay. 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 Okay, now go and see in Visual SVN. This folder is available or not. Okay, it's available. Fine. So now this is a SVN part. Okay, now I committed. Now I'll come to the Jenkins. Go to the Jenkins. So now I'll create a job to build the ant. Okay, using a ant, I'm going to build the final war file. Okay, so new item, select freestyle and give some name, sample and build whatever you want to do. Or else you give my sample and underscore build. Okay. Description also you give. Okay. First time, see now there is something called source code section. Okay. This I had to mention down source code section. I had to select subversion. Select this subversion. So now copy the URL from the SVN and paste it over here. Hmm. Okay. Next. Come to the next. See that red mark should go. Now there is no red mark. Okay. Whenever you're doing anything, there should not be any red mark. Okay. No. Scroll down. There is a use SVN update as much as possible, or else click on the drop down. You can say always check out a fresh copy. Okay. So just go up. Wait. Advanced more location. Just scroll down. Scroll down. Click on advanced. Down right side. Okay. Just scroll down. Okay. ನೀವು ಯೂಸರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ? When you are doing the commit, did it whether it asks username password for you or not?
ಸರ್ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ.
That's why it is not showing this option. Okay. So right now just say apply and save. Okay, go and clear that cache. Not yet. Go to the desktop. Right click on desktop. Just done. clear authentication data. Select that. Say okay. Close this also now. Again, now go to the, okay. Now click on configure, left side down. Now this job is already created. I want to configure it again. See, now it is giving some red mark. Okay. So here you have to enter credentials. Click on enter credentials. Okay. So here username, password authentication. Now, say okay. Okay. Say okay, close it. Okay. So next, go up. Starting, there is one more option. So this red will go okay after something. Just click on discard. Discard old build. This is nothing but your log rotation. Okay. So whenever you go on creating the running this job now, it will create a log and it will occupy the space. So for this reason, I have to discard the old builds. This we have to enable. So how many days of logs you want to keep? You can say Monday to Friday. Okay, just say 5 days. Okay, next. Maximum number of build to keep. So here currently I'll just keep it as 5 only. Okay, just keep it. Apply. Save. Now again go and click on configure. See, there is no red mark in the subversion. Okay. Fine. So now scroll down. So now I have, okay, given the information for Jenkins that where is my ant, where is my JDK, all these things. And then I have committed the source code. So I want to take the changes from this source code repository SVN that also I have mentioned. So now what is the build step I have to do? Okay, click on build step. Execute, invoke ant. Now I want to do the ant build, right? So invoke ant. So here there is default option. Click on the default and select your configuration which you have done. Instead of default, give whatever options you have created, my ant. Yeah. This is your configuration. Okay. So now if you want to see what is the, you are given ant, okay. But in ant, how ant is going to work, it is going to look for the build.xml, right? By default, if you don't mention also, it will take build.xml. But what are the targets you have to give? So if you don't know ant build scripts, you can't able to give this target. Okay. So if you go and see and build.xml and see what is the target, default target, that value you have to give it here. So for this example, the target will be var actually. Go and check. Go and check the build.xml. See, now Jenkins is not okay smart enough to do all the things, everything itself. You have to configure first. So to configure, if you don't know ant, if you don't know this build.xml how to read, so then gone case, you can't configure. See, here which is the default target here? First line not really. Default target is var. So this we have to give it in the Jenkins. Okay, go to the Jenkins. Give var. Okay. So now this setup is done. Okay. Apply and share. So now see here build history, there is nothing. Okay. Go to the first job, click on Jenkins again at the top. Click on my first job. See, there is a history too. So here I have mentioned, okay, maintain the history of job, 5 jobs, okay, 5 days, and then 5 maximum builds. See, 1, 2, 3 is there. If you go on running this job more than 5 times, so then it will delete the old history. Just run this job 5 times. Click on again build now. Okay, click on build now. Again one more time. Again one more time. See, when you go on running this job, see, so many times you have run, so history is maintaining here, and it will occupy space. Okay, so I don't want to keep the history of the build, every build, and then maintain it here. So I can keep up to some 10 jobs, 10 history or 20, whatever you want, you can keep it that, and other you can remove, or else after one day clean up all other things, something like that. So now, see here, I have not mentioned any discard old builds. That's why it is giving 7 also, it is showing 7. Click on once again, go to configure. So here you can mention how many okay days you want and how many maximum builds you want to keep. Okay, just say 7 apply. Okay, refresh this job, refresh. Okay, now run one time, one more time. Okay, refresh. See how many jobs it is maintaining history? 4. Apart from that, it is removed. Okay. So now again try to run once again. Okay. 9 is 5 job is there. If you refresh, 5th will remove. 6, 7, 8. Latest 4 jobs history will be maintained. Okay, got it? Okay, that is the use of this build, discard, old build. Okay, so now come to the end. Mm. See, this is your sample and build. So now I'm going to run this and see what happens. Okay, click on build now. After clicking on that, just go to the console output. Wait for some time. Once, no, not command line. Just minimize this. Okay, see now it is running. Click on that streaming. Click on that double click on that stream. See already completed. So if you want to see the console output, click on that ball or job. See, now it is taken to the log here, what it is doing. It is going to explain it here completely. See, build is successful 5 seconds ago. Okay, before that, just go to the first step. See, started by user, okay, anonymous user, building in workspace. So that means So it is going to build in this workspace. Okay, it has created one sample and build. You are given the name of the job. By name of that, it will create one folder called in workspace. Okay, and after that, cleaning if any directory, any structure is there. Okay, it will clean up. Checking out. See URL, HTTP URL. You are given the URL of the SVN. From there, it is checking out all your files and directories in that sample and build okay folder. See, it is going to download all the things. And after downloading, where it keeps, scroll down. So it has kept in a workspace. Okay. After doing this, you've got all your code in your Jenkins machine. Okay. So after that, it is running the build. See, it is running and dot bat in this path. Okay. And then it is looking for a build.xml build file. So whether this build file is present or not. So where it is present, see users, Jenkins, workspace. In that workspace, you have sample and build. Inside this build, you have build.xml. That's what you have placed in SVN, right? So in this, you have a build.xml. Then it will read the build.xml. Now you know how to do the build using the build.xml. First, it will do the init, okay, and then it will compile, and then it will create a war file. Okay, so just go up. So now just go back to the Jenkins job, that is sample and build. Click on and sample and build. See, there is something called workspace here. Go inside this. Okay, there is, see, in a workspace, it will download everything and it will keep it here. So finally, after the build, where that war file will be present, dist folder. Go to dist folder. See, this is your final package. So this final package is present here. So you can, if you download this, it will download to your system, and then you can take this and you can deploy to the Tomcat. Okay. So where exactly this ant example presents in Jenkins, okay, folder like workspace. So if you go to C users, there will be a folder called Jenkins. Go to C drive. Users. See, there is a folder called .jenkins. Go inside this. See, there is something called workspace. Go inside this workspace. See, whatever jobs you have created, for that the folders will be created. Inside this folder, there will be a data whichever you require. See, it is downloaded from the SVN and it is kept here. Okay, where you have installed the Jenkins. This I'll call as a Jenkins workspace. Okay, so now you go to the Jenkins, not here. Graphically, go to the Jenkins browser. See, this is your workspace, right? In the workspace, you have ant example in dist folder. Okay, just go back. No, no, sample and build. See, there is a workspace. If you go inside this workspace, there is a everything downloaded from the SVN and kept here. And then there is a final folder called dist. Inside that, you will have a war file. This is what you required. Okay. So now if you see the console output, you can understand. Just again go to the console output. See, try to understand what it is doing. So when you do the build, okay, when you run the job, so first it will, okay, log in as an anonymous user and then building in workspace. This workspace will be created for your job. sample underscore ant underscore build. This is your job name, right? So in the same name, the folder will be created. You have seen that folder present in .jenkins folder. Okay. And after that, from the SVN, it will do the checking out. See, it is saying checking out from the URL, which is the URL you are given. This is your URL. Okay. So it is downloading from the SVN, and then everything will be downloaded and kept in a workspace. Okay. After that, if everything is fine, then it will go for the build step, Ant. It will look for the Ant build script, that is build.xml, and then it is going to run the steps which you have mentioned in the build.xml. So that is why to work with the Jenkins, you should know the Ant also, right? If you don't know anything about Ant, you can't give this target, which target you have to run all this. Okay. So now you got some idea. So without previous knowledge on Ant, Maven, and all these things, you can't run this job at all. Okay. Okay. Now go to the Jenkins. Yeah, click on that. See, now one time it has run and build history is one. Okay. So now, see, I am running this job manually, right? I'll go and I'll click on build now, then only it will run. Otherwise, it won't. Okay. Just click on again build now and then see second time it is going to run, right? This is manual work again. I am doing it manually. So now I don't want to run manually. Instead of that, I want to run it automatically. In the sense, at certain time it should run. Okay. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to run on a particular time. So what is that particular time? Where is that option? Okay. Just say configure. Okay. So in a configure, there is an option called build trigger. Okay, see here there are some options. Build after the other projects build periodically, Poresium, some options is there. So now I'll say build periodically. So here I should give some proper timings. When should I schedule this? So for this, if you don't know how to give, then you can click on question mark. See, it will show how to schedule this. Okay. We can give, you remember 5-star chocolate. Okay. 5-star. So first star stands for minute. Okay. Second star stands for hour. Third star stands for the day of the month. Fourth star stands for the month. The fifth star stands for the day of the week. So now I want to run. See, you can give, if you give 1 star, it will run for every minute. Okay, or else if you want to give some particular 30 minutes, you can give. For example, just scroll down, there will be an example. Just go down, go down. Yeah, see, there is, if you want to run every 15 minutes, then you can give first star. Okay, you can replace with h/15. That means every 15 minutes. And star, star, star. See, second star is what? First star is minute. Second star is what? Hour. So every hour it is going to run. In every hour, every 15 minutes it is going to run. Next is what? Next star is the day of the month. That means it is going to run on this particular day of the month. That means 1 to 31 days you can give. Here star I have given. Star means every day it is going to run. Okay. Every day, in every hour, every 15 minutes it is going to run. So month also I given star. That means 1 to 12. 1 to 12, it is going to run each month. In each month, okay, in each day, in each hour, that is each 15 minutes. And how many days when you want to run, in which day. There also I am given star. That means every day it is going to take. If you want, you can give a particular day also. See, there are some other options also. See, every 10 minutes in the first half of every hour. That is something different. Okay. Every 2 hours, every weekday. So you can give like this 1 to 5. Weekends I don't want. That is why I'm not giving star here. If you give star, 7 days also it will run. But I want a particular weekend. Weekend it is not required, only weekdays. That means Monday to Friday, right? 1 to 5. Next, once a day on the 1st and 15th of every month except December, something like that. So if you know that starting options, then you can manipulate this. Okay, whatever you want, you can do the changes. First thing you have to remember is 5 star. Just go up. This you have to remember. First star stands for minute, second star stands for hour, third star stands for month, day of the month, and okay, fourth star stands for month, fifth star stands for day of the week. If you remember this, you can change based on your requirement. Okay. So right now I want to run every minute because I don't want to wait for long time. Okay. Just go up. Just give star, 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 5 star. Star, space, star, space, star. No, no, you have to give space. Okay. Now save this and apply it. Just go and monitor the job. So after a minute, it is going to run now. See now 1 and 2. Okay. Build history is 2. Now just wait for a minute and just observe here. It is automatically going to run.